Like and subscribe and click the bell icon to get new video updates.
Kyrie Irving goes off for 60 in Magic's loss to Nets. The Lead Kyrie Irving exploded for 41 of his career-high 60 points in the first half, as the Brooklyn Nets defeated the Orlando Magic 150-108 on Tuesday night at Amway Center. Interesting stats: Irving's 41 first-half points is the second most by an NBA player before halftime since 1996. Kobe Bryant had 42 in a 2003 game against the Wizards. The most in either half during this time is 55, set by Bryant during his unforgettable 81-point performance against the Raptors in 2006. Irving's 60 points is tied for the second most ever against the Magic. Michael Jordan holds the record with 64 on January 16, 1993. Brooklyn's 150 points is the most ever scored against Orlando. Top Magic performers: Cole Anthony recorded 19 points, 4 rebounds and 7 assists, while Wendell Carter Jr. tallied 18 points, 7 boards and 4 dimes. Franz Wagner scored 12 of his 16 points in the third quarter. Injury report: Jalen Suggs, right ankle; Jonathan Isaac, left knee; and Bol Bol, foot, were out for Orlando. Ben Simmons, back; LaMarcus Aldridge, hip; Joe Harris, ankle; David Duke Jr., ankle; Cam Thomas, back; and Seth Curry, ankle, were unavailable for Brooklyn. This day in history: Jameer Nelson recorded 25 points and 9 assists, and Hedo Turkoglu scored 20 as the Magic won a thriller in overtime over the Utah Jazz on March 15, 2006. Nelson, Turkoglu, and Tony Battie made consecutive clutch shots in the extra session. Carlos Boozer and Mehmet Okur led the Jazz with 30 points apiece. Rivals report this might be the first time ever that there are 6 teams in the Eastern Conference that all have a realistic chance at reaching the finals and winning the championship. The Nets are obviously one of them, and maybe deserve to be the favorites, even though they are likely going to have to qualify for the postseason via the play-in tournament. One of those higher-seeded teams are going to get the short end of the stick, having to match up with Brooklyn in the opening round. We haven't even seen the Nets at full strength yet, with Simmons still gearing up for his highly anticipated debut and with Irving only allowed to play in away games, for now. Quote of the night: our fans know Jonathan Isaac. They know him on the court, they know him off the court, they know what he's about, they know how hard of a worker he is, and they know how much he wants to impact our team, our community, our franchise, and how much he wants to help his teammates. Obviously, it's a frustrating process to go through to say, we were hoping that he would play this season, and as it turns out, it's going to take a little longer than we had originally hoped. But the frustration, the obstacles, there's no one you would rather have deal with that than Jonathan Isaac. His patience, his focus, his determination, and his understanding of keeping the big picture in mind. Magic President of Basketball Operations Jeff Weltman on Isaac remaining out for the remainder of the season. Up next, the Magic's homestand continues Thursday when they welcome the Detroit Pistons to town for a 7 p.m. tip. This will be the fourth and final meeting between these two teams. The first 3 were won by the home squad, including on January 28 when the Magic, behind a 24-point performance from Franz Wagner, cruised past the Pistons at Amway Center. Cade Cunningham, the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, made just 3 of his 17 shot attempts,